Hello and welcome to the trade setup. In this video we are looking at OKLO. It is time for another update since we actually got some movement, some more structure, some more data that we can work with. And yeah, this movement to the upside and this to the downside as well have made the chart a lot more clear. We can gauge a lot better what we have at hand and what we should look out for. But quickly on the long time frame, we have been tracking here this 1-2 setup, and yeah, we found support exactly at the 50% retracement level, also quite some strong price action levels as well here. And now we have actually completed this 5-wave move to the upside, so I am considering this another wave 1 to the upside and removing the support zone in yellow. That was a fallback scenario for the previous video where we would have looked for extension, where this was maybe the top, and yeah, we were looking for maybe some extension where we don't retrace as deeply as we would within a wave 2, but I think that is no longer necessary, and I would like to readjust the support zone for a wave 2 that I'm actually looking to complete now. And to be honest, I have to say there is still always risk of downside. Of course, this is investing. We need to be prepared to not for things to not work out, and then we could consider that this is an ABC pattern that developed. There is always the risk once we have 3 waves, and in this case we do, but that would still allow us to enter in the support zone in white for a wave 2 that is between $46.4 down to around $24.5 level, and with greater risk reward ratio than in most other cases. Since this is a 1-2 setup, we can look for a reversal to the upside that could in fact be quite strong. So a target for the overall third wave that this wave 1 would be a part of would be let's see, so the 138.2% extension of the wave 1 would be $491. Of course, this is a very long term idea, but it doesn't make it improbable or impossible, because we are creating bullish patterns on this chart, and with this 1-2 setup was the first step. Now we actually got another 1-2 setup that we can track, and we seem to even have formed the initial movement to the downside. Now we are still quite far from the support zone. It starts at $46.4, we are at $67, and there's plenty of ways this could develop. This could be an ABC, that would be an A wave complete, and then we would be looking for a larger wave B, and then another wave C to the downside. We could form really a 5-wave move in this area. Now I would really probably consider this a leading diagonal. Not entirely clear how this is developing, but I would be looking for the resistance zone to hold between $65.9 up to around 71 point, actually no, I also need the 61.8% retracement here, so up to around $74.2. so as long as we stay below the 61.8% retracement, I could still be looking for yet another low, and then if we form a 5-wave move to the downside, I would be looking for a retracement in 3 waves and then continuation to the downside in ideally, well, a C wave, not another 3rd wave to the downside. So then this would be another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that could realistically take us within the support zone in white. Now let me add some ideas in this area. So this could be one path it could follow. Let's use the yellow interpretation for this. Let's consider the idea that okay, we have an A wave complete here, we are looking for a B wave and then another C wave to the downside. Let's actually use green for this. I could have kept the green for the previous one, but oh well. And then I would be looking to find resistance in the area between $69.5 up to around $79.5. It could go higher. It's a B wave. It's not bound by such regular constraints, especially when we are dealing with an A wave in a 3-wave move. It could easily develop as an expanded flat or some different type of correction. But realistically, the idea is we are looking for further downside. We could technically still push higher within this 5th wave. It could extend, and then I would also want to provide you the possibility for this interpretation, where this would only be the wave 1 of the 5th wave. But I would be very cautious of that, because we do have a 5-wave pattern, and we could go directly into the support zone. This could even continue to the downside as a 3rd wave. So I know we have on the chart this interpretation for a 5-wave move, but this could be a wave 1. Oh, sorry, my scroll. A wave 1, a wave 2, an A wave of the 3rd wave, maybe a B wave, and then a C wave to go even lower into the 3rd wave. It could be a 1-2-1-2 setup that is developing. We have to be very careful in this area, especially until we get into the support zone that provides a much greater risk-reward ratio for a trade setup that could take us much higher. But for now, you have some scenarios, and these are the levels. This is the trade setup. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, don't forget to subscribe and let me know what else you want me to cover, and I'll do my best to do that in the days and weeks ahead. And until then, I hope you have a nice day, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye bye.